we want to help all students in serious games reach a sufficient or even a good learning outcome. In order to assist students in reaching this goal, we need to look at the student performance while they have not finished learning. Teachers need a way to focus their helping efforts at the time when students are still in the learning process. However, we do not know which end result a student will achieve while they are still studying. Some students end up with a sufficient learning outcome, while others end up with an insufficient outcome. In teaching, we can use formative assessment on intermediate study results in order to estimate learning progress. By doing multiple formative assessments, we can see the learning curve of students. If we assess all students, we can see how a student is doing compared to the rest of the group. In order to investigate students, we don't just look at their raw scores. We look at their scores over time and we check if their results are lower than the results of other students. When checking student scores and comparing them to the group, we need to be careful when we perform our statistics. 3 types of error are often made when performing statistical tests. Errors in selecting a correct test, errors in correctly applying the test, and errors in correctly interpreting the test. The performance statistics asset removes the burden of statistical testing from the teacher. The asset makes sure that teachers have access to correctly selected statistical tests that are also correctly applied. Finally, the performance statistics asset will warn teachers if there are risks in interpreting the results. Examples of risks are insufficient measurements to make conclusions or violations of a test's assumptions. In conclusion, the performance statistics asset makes statistically informed didactic interventions in serious games available to teachers.